What up, dog? Thank you for tuning in. Freeverse, Motivation, Raptalk. Y'all can come on in from Hawaii, Alabama, wherever y'all been at. Shout out to everybody who been coming through on the chat. We're gonna have a little bit of fun on the midday vibe and the midday tip. Give y'all a couple of things to think about to get through the day. We gonna vibe out, make some songs up on the spot, freestyle, and talk about life in general in itself, and then we gonna motivate each other. Definitely feel free to support. This is independence you supporting. So that Cash App is open and available if you like what you hear. Shout out to everybody on the replay who gonna watch this video a little bit later also. Tell a friend to tell a friend and share the video to make the channel grow. Be sure to get the merch. Intelligence is sexy. We're just getting all that out the way before we vibe. I can make something up off of this, of course, you know. Let that 2-minute mark on to kick in before I cuss and fuss. It's kind of like that trap motivation. I might take on that title as a trap motivator. It was one of them motivational speakers. He used to cuss a little bit. I can't think of his name. What's that dude's name? He used to be cussing. He was a motivational speaker. White guy. I can't think of his name, but he came across my timeline a couple of times. But I'm going to start off on this one piece, though. And we're going to get into it. I was having to be looking at the ink. I'm going to read this one off the ink. This one is called When You Know What You Want. And that's something we all go through. You know, we go through the feeling or motivation or thinking to ourselves like, damn, do we really want it? Because you know you're going to get tested. You know, if you really want it or not. So listen to me. This one is called When You Know What You Want. I was almost at the ledge, this close to giving up. Took a little break, the devil got busy and almost ate me up. Don't write nothing today. You ain't got no views, don't make no video. Pull out your phone, call that cute girl you met the other day, grab a drink, matter of fact, just go to the stove. I had to let go. At the same time, I had to hold on. Can't let the nonsense defeat me or negativity start to set the tone. Kids need me. And in my mental, I also need myself. Got a day off work, let's work on tomorrow so we ain't always gotta depend on someone else. Why when I get tired of my own shit, that's when I start to work harder. Busting these moves, researching in the ghetto, hoping my kids see my sacrifices while trying to be a positive father. It's a scary road, detours, hills, unseen fog and bumps. But everything comes full circle when you work hard and know what you want. When you know what you want. That's that poem of peace. What up, though? I appreciate you. I'm sorry I can't pronounce your name. What up, AHDHFC? Maybe them abbreviations for something, but I'm sorry I couldn't grab some of that. Man, I need to grab some tissue real quick. I'm sorry, y'all. This weather in Michigan a little iffy. Did you miss me? Did you miss me? Sorry about that, y'all. Had to get some tissue. I don't want to be on screen and ah, that's funny. I see you, Sir T. Fled Texan. Say he looks like the guy from the I Like the Way You Move video. You talking about Sleepy Brown? That's funny. What up, though, to you too? I appreciate you for tuning in. Appreciate y'all for locking in. But this motivation over here, this rap talk motivation, borderline trap motivation, I might cuss at you. I might make you mad a little bit. Might make you happy a little bit, but sometimes you gotta get uncomfortable to get where you need to be in life. And I think that's something we really need to, dissect. What's up, partner? I'm so glad you know his name. Yeah, Sleepy Brown. I knew you talking about. I'm a hip hop head. I like the way you move. I also heard Isaac Hayes before. Somebody told me I look like Isaac Hayes. Sometimes I'll be hearing that Isaac Hayes. But it's all good. You say let's go, you here for it. I appreciate you. Be sure to like the video. I appreciate you. Sub to the channel if you ain't already. But definitely, I got another piece I wrote. I'm gonna get into this one. Let me turn this down a little tad bit. This one is called Work Hard in Silence. And sometimes you have to do that when you have to lock in. It's okay to work hard in silence. It's okay to tune out some things. We talk about that a lot. It's okay. I don't want to say going full monk mode, but you got to sacrifice some things when you really want to be somewhere in life, and when you really want to do something, you have to let go of something. You have to shift gears and understand and learn. Like, okay, now it's not the time for that. Now it's not the time for the club. Now it's not the time for the bar. Fuck that shit. Fuck them hoes. Fuck them bitches. And females, fuck them niggas. Like they ain't talking about nothing. Like they gonna be there, like focus on your plan. Focus on your, doing more hours at work, or focus on school or a trade program and better yourself. And sometimes sex gotta be on the back burner. If sex is that powerful and that sex attract you and get you off your square, find some time to say, okay, now's not the time. I'm gonna be celibate, or I'm gonna be chill, or I'm gonna do it in moderation, or I'm not gonna force it. Or some people have that problem with love. Some people have that problem when they get into relationships or they meet new people. You ever notice that? You ever notice when certain people, it could be guys or females, it's like you could tell when they met somebody new, they'll start devoting so much of their time to it. Like they can be working on something or have something going on or be about to open a business or something. But then when they get that little blossom in their eye and meet somebody else or something, then they start spending less and less more time on their goals. And they start penetrating the thoughts of trying to cater to someone else and giving all their attention and time to things that have nothing to do with the goals. You see it all the time. So this next piece I'm about to do is called Work Hard in Silence. Listen to me. I'm going to read this one off the ink. I don't really know this one by heart, but I might do it a couple of times. I'm going to catch the groove of it. Be sure to wipe your feet off at the door if you just searching the net and you came across the channel. Hit the like button, subscribe. I appreciate you. And if you like what you hear, you definitely can support via CashApp and whatnot. Consistency is key. Set yourself free. Ain't no age limit on success. And it's subjective. You determine what it could be. You see, the goal ain't always to be famous, rich, or known. You see, some of us just love what we do, want to be compensated, spread a message, and come back home. Am I wrong? You see, the weak in competition to do it for the public. You see, I wanted to stay low, but I knew my words was going to open up doors before I even touch it. That's because me and God discussed it. He said, put in work and just improve. Let me say that again. He said, put in work and just improve. Stop giving free access, putting energy in all the wrong places and telling people your next moves. He said, I got you. Work hard, build in silence. Take a break, fall back from people. Whatever you need, I can provide it. Meditate to them songs. Keep writing them poems. Keep building relationships, touching souls whenever you perform. And as I carry on, look at the response that I get. All this love as I'm rewarded in public from what I did in private. Work hard in silence. That's that poem of peace. Work hard in silence, y'all. Again, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with doing things at your pace. Shout out again, Cartel, Feed, Texan. Goals can be dangerous once you achieve them. I very much agree. This is your nephew, Shimer Edmonds. Which one of my nephews is that? Who page you on? Because that name is not familiar. Shout out to my nephew who tuned in. Which one? I don't know. I appreciate you. Yeah, but definitely work hard in silence. It's okay. It's okay to get things done and, adjust and do it in silence. And, sometimes you got to write your stuff down. Write your goals down. Look at it. That's why I'm about to go after this video and I hit the gym. I'm going to go buy me a brand new notebook. And I just want a clean slate of just being able to look at my words and, as I write again and put down those thoughts. And that's what you need to do. Sometimes you gotta write things down to look at it. It's kind of like a back and forth thing. It's like when you look at it and read it, you really see the word. Not only do you see the words you created, but you're looking at your structure of handwriting. And if you really get into the moment of realizing, like, damn, I really said this. Now it's time for me to really believe this and take this to the next level and really fall inside of what I created, because the brain moves real fast. I mean, I'm not the scientific man to give you the straight up, numbers, but it's a given that, you thinking all day before you open that door, before you walk, before you go to the laundry mat or whatever you do. And you driving, you steady looking in the mirrors, you steady boom, you put in you listen to the aux cord, you choosing a song. Your mind is going at a rapid, steady pace. So just think about when you take the moments to really think about yourself and to really take in what you want to do. You may have to do that in silence. You may have to tune out. People may disagree and look at you different and be like, oh, what he on or what she on? They on bullshit. They ain't on what we on today. Come on, let's go. Let's go party. Let's go drink. Nah, fuck that. We ain't on that today. We ain't chasing tail today. We ain't spending all our hours working for somebody else today. When you get off your 9 to 5, dedicate some time to yourself and what you got going on, and how you want to build and create, and how you see your future. Because everybody got a plan. It's like either you working on your own plan or you waking up every day working for somebody else's plan. And that's facts. And I actually wrote something kind of like that. It's called Janitor Can Turn CEO. Let me see if I can find it real quick. And I'm going to kick it for y'all. I could have swore I just synced it before I started this video. Because oh, here you go, right here. I'm going to do this one real quick for y'all. Again, write your goals down and see them through and understand. This one right here is called Janitor Turn CEO. I'm going to do this one for y'all. Listen to me. I seen all aspects of the struggle. That's what taught us to hustle. Ball on the 1 yard line and close to the goal line. I done seen the kingpin fumble. Greed. Get comfortable. Want more than what we need. And once we get to the top, it's easy to forget what it took to succeed. Why you don't pass down plans? The janitor feel he'll never know the CEO. But if you start from the bottom, you'll know the effort that it takes to mop that flow. I wish we could drift off in the sky. Goals get reached as we sleep. But you ain't rich. But you fantasize about it. Spend money to look like it. Make them more rich. But hold on, I don't want to get too deep. You rather look good losing for years, trying to impress your peers, going nowhere fast, and in the end, all our families left in tears. The cycle complete. Ready, set, go. The student can turn teacher, and the janitor can turn CEO. For sure. Raptalk, that's that piece. Janitor can turn CEO. I mean, let's think about the logic of that. Everybody come in entry level for the most part, unless you know somebody. And that's another thing to keep in mind also. This world is about relationships and knowing people and being available and being accessible and being able to work with others. Now, I know I did just do that poem called Work Hard in Silence, but the balance and on the other side of that is when you got something to offer, bring your ass outside and show people and tell people what you've been doing when you was working hard in silence. That's the logic of that. I ain't saying to keep all your goals to yourself or act like you too good or you too better to tell people what you do and to put yourself out there and expose yourself. When I said work hard in silence, I wasn't saying like don't put yourself out there, because relationships is what gets you in the door. And that's how this janitor was able to be turned CEO, because he came in the door with the vision of, okay, I'm working here, I'm entry level. I mean, I ain't gonna say we all start on the same playing field, but for the most part in corporations and certain places, when you just trying to figure it out, you will start entry level. Again, like I said, unless you know somebody. And when you at the bottom and you see the top and you really want to advance, you gonna pay attention to everybody. That's why the line in this poem why the janitor feel like he'll never know the CEO. But if you start from the bottom, you'll know the effort that it takes to mop that flow. You know, that's the respect. And another thing is when you work in a lot of places or when you in certain industry, them same people that's right there on your level, or you think you easing by and you gauging a little bit faster, it's always somebody else right there that's coming in the game that can not only take your spot, but can surpass you. And that's why you gotta have that one tunnel vision of just focusing on self. And that's where it comes back to the working hard in silence. Because you could be grinding doing your thing and you just look up and be like, shit, I'm moving. You know, I remember the days of having only 50 followers, 2 views and shit like that. I ain't saying like my shit is mega popping right now, but I definitely done came a long way from where I used to be on YouTube, and it's steady growing. And I realized that the more I work and the more you work, you know you're gonna get more results. Of course, it's gonna always seem stagnant at times, or it's gonna feel like, okay, damn, when I'm gonna get my moment, or I need this shit to speed up. You know, I mean, let's just face it. Or even when you work out or in the gym, you know, you can't lose all them pounds just in no 10 days. No, it may take some months. It may, you know, it's not gonna come just that quick. So, you know, always realize and understand that. I'm gonna do this poem one more time because I was reading off the ink. I did it, but this seemed like one of the poems I might keep in my arsenal for when I perform. If I think about it, I might want to do this real quick. Let me say this again. I seen all aspects of the struggle. That's what taught us to hustle. Ball on the 1 yard line, close to the goal. I done seen the kingpin fumble. Greed, get comfortable, want more than what we need. And once we get to the top, it's easy to forget what it took to succeed. Damn, that's some real shit. I ain't read this in a long time. Let me bring this back, because I'm doing this right in front of y'all, because I'm thinking to myself how I'm about to start memorizing it and, you know, making it more effective when I perform it. So we right here, we Freeversing and we with the motivation. Again, if you're new to the channel or you just passing through, feel free to hit the like button. That's free to do, and subscribe for more, because we coming with this damn near daily now. Let's do it again. Come on, let's get it. I seen all aspects of the struggle. That's what taught us to hustle. Ball on the 1 yard line, close to the goal. I done seen the kingpin fumble. Greed, get comfortable, want more than what we need. And once we get to the top, it's easy to forget what it took to succeed. Why you don't pass down plans? The janitor feel he'll never know the CEO. But if you start from the bottom, you'll know the effort that it takes to mop that flow. I wish we could all drift off in the sky. Goals get reached as we sleep. But you ain't rich. But you fantasize about it, spend money to look like it. Make them more rich, but hold on, I don't want to get too deep. You rather look good losing for years, trying to impress your peers, going nowhere fast. And in the end, our families face the same tears. The cycle complete. Ready, set, go. The student can turn teacher, and the janitor can turn CEO. For sure. I'm going to revisit that one a couple of times, because I agree with that one. For real, the janitor can turn CEO. Come on, let's make up one off the top of the head. Let me put on one of these rhythms and beats. Let's see what we working with. Let's make up a diddy bop on the top of the scene. Just like this. We're gonna freestyle about that motivation and how you contemplating. Listen to me. Listen. You gotta make that move and improve. Do what you gotta do, adjust your attitude. Nothing new up under the sun, but you destined to be number one. Destined, the word I was about to say, but it comes down. And every day, pray to the God above, show that love. In the beginning, what was you thinking of? showing love to other people. That's how it go. I done told you before how the Johnny could turn CEO. We work hard, build in silence. Don't have to be violent. You have to provide it. Take it next level. Fuck the devil. Shout out to God as we working hard. Intelligence is sexy if you let me, especially if you work the game and you take it to the extreme. Know what I mean? I've been doing this ever since I was a teen. A microphone fiend like Rakim. A shout out to all them. Again, as you passing through, like, comment, subscribe to my YouTube. This shit's so fresh. Back in the day, this song would have been deaf if we was talking old school. But baby, who you talking to? Are you a garter too? Never that hoe. You know what I'm saying, bro? Run that back again. Now you see how you gotta exercise those muscles in freestyle. Be sure to donate. I'm telling y'all. In fact, you got. Well, I like if you donate to the CashApp. That'd be cool. Just shoot your man something to get a sandwich and pay a bill. That direct to consumer. You know, that whole energy. You know, or just hitting that like button or sharing this video. All that stuff helps. You know, independence is independence ain't free, but it's definitely something that we enjoy. And I can tell you about it in the rhyme. I can tell you about it in the rhyme like this. If you like what you hear, listen here. If you like what you hear, listen here. Like, comment, and subscribe to the live stream. That's how we do it. That fluid inside you, that's that blood in that vessel. Keep in mind that you special. People going to let you, they test you and watch you react and see how you come and if you really on the map. And in fact, if you bound to be, and is your soul really free? This industry is full of bullshit. So much gossip and conflict. Nonsense. What we don't need. I can freestyle and I don't need no weed, no alcohol on the lunch break. Chilling at home, how much time it take. So many people fake in this world we living in. Every day we be counting them dividends. Shout out to the children of the world and all the boys and girls who got a future. Hope life don't put you on your back while we live like that. Keep it intact and just stay focused. And in the end, everybody's going to notice. Never be hopeless and never be soft. And always understand that you never lost. You just finding your way. You finding your path. And everything you want one day you gon' have. They gon' laugh. They gon' grin because you locked in doing it. Fuck them friends and fuck them people who on that bullshit. And next thing you got a full clip. And I was off the head. That's free. That style is free. But we freestyling and having fun. Again, I'm appreciating y'all. Never be afraid to dream. Got that water. Always drink water. Water. I'm going to go to the gym in a little bit. Get a couple miles in. Get in a massage chair. Work out a little bit. And that's another thing too. Work out. Keep them muscles going. Your mind muscles. Your body muscles. Keep all that shit moving. No matter the age, understand this is all you. Make yourself happy, man. Fuck yeah. Intelligence is sexy. I'm gonna hit y'all off with this one. Be sure to order one of the shirts too. We're gonna push the movement. That's the line we push. Intelligence is sexy. Listen to me. The way she spelled, I can tell English class was her favorite. Commas and curves in all the right places and completes her statements. Eyes wide bright, she can light the room. Even completes my sentences because she stays in tune. And the tunes that I pick, she dissect the verses. Our conversations are priceless like a coupon purchase. Separating apples from oranges, our mental performance keeps me elevated because the love is enormous. The walk of a queen with the confidence posture. No twerking videos because he's trying to prosper. Listen to me. Everything legit. All her shit got insurance. After work relations hit the track with endurance. No time for the gossip because she's busy with reading. Plotting on investments and the money receiving. See her working overtime, I'ma get her, she let me. So the hell with a pill popping weed head chick. Intelligence is sexy. Intelligence is sexy. It's your man Raptalk signing out. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Share the video to make the channel grow. Be sure to donate if you appreciate the video and what you saw. Raptalk.